Tabby Winslow Morris, sole owner and founder of Triumphant Athletic Agency, forecasting live from Owings Mills, Maryland, at The View, in which I reside, and I have a home office. I just wanted to reach out to everyone and say it's a little late, but I want to say happy birthday to all of the March birthdays. I'm saying it because now that we are doing our social distancing and we're staying in our homes, so many people are celebrating birthdays and aren't able to celebrate it the way they like to. And I just wanted to wish you all a happy birthday and that you will have many more. And also to reiterate what our leaders are asking us to do by not congregating in crowds of more than 10 and staying indoors if you can, and only going out if you have to go to work or if you got to go to the grocery store or to the doctors, and making sure you call first. If you do have to go to the doctors or you have an appointment set up, make sure you call first before you go. Check on your family members, check on your friends, check on the elderly that's near you. Do the things that us as Americans do well. We look after one another very well. And I just want to wish all of those that have been impacted negatively by the virus, from either being displaced from work, laid off, for our small business owners that are going to be struggling. It may not be today, but in a week or two or down the road, because of this impact of financial stifling, where their funds have just been cut off. I mean, totally cut off. I just ask that we can continue to support our small businesses. And I do agree with the leadership that if we can get this to minimize as much as we can, that we will bounce back. That's what Americans do. That is what we do as a country. We bounce back, and we bounce back quickly. Especially since some of us has been in the house for a minute now. At the end of this, stay home, don't go to work, don't get on the train, don't catch the bus, don't go out and meet out with your friends, don't do a happy hour with a bunch of people, don't party. Believe me, for those of us that when this is over have employment and have funds in our hands, believe me, the economy will bounce back quickly because people are going to be so ready to do a group hug. Oh, I haven't seen you in 10 days. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a month. Oh my God. Everyone is going to want to spend money at their favorite restaurant. They're going to want to eat out. They're going to want to hang with their buddies. I believe that the economy will bounce back. They're going to want to book that cruise. They're going to want to book that vacation. They're going to want to go to Disney World. I mean, they're going to want to do all of the things that we have enjoyed as Americans and living in a free nation. So I do believe that if the money is put in the hands of the right people, and that every American gets a part of the stimulus plan, every adult American that are working, or every adult American that has paid taxes and been to work and going to work and is working, trying to get a job, want a job, I believe that we're going to be responsible and spend that money wisely. And I can tell you, when stay at home is done, everybody's going to want to go somewhere and be with somebody. They're going to want to love on their relatives that they haven't seen. They're going to want to They're going to want to get on that plane and go see Grandma or Pop or Big Daddy or their cousin Boo or Ray Ray or Mr. So and so or my love of my life. They're going to want to see them. They're going to want to embrace them. They're going to want to be in their presence. Now, for the ones that you've been in a house with for a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or, a week, they're probably going to want to make sure they take that adult cruise and say, okay, I need a vacate from my vacate. So I appreciate all that our federal leaders are doing for all sides, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, working together on Capitol Hill. I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I'm grateful that you are looking out for the not only the small businesses that is the heartbeat of America, but the micro businesses. If you look at those numbers in a small business ream, if you look at how many of the small businesses are micro businesses, you will be absolutely blown away by the numbers. I would say, I think I read some time ago that probably more than 60 to 70% of small businesses are micro businesses. And what I mean by micro businesses, that is a business that have 1 or 2 employees. You'd be surprised of that social engine that helps keep America alive. Those people like myself that are available doing consulting work. There are small businesses that are considered micros. There is one person that make beadwork, or that one person that sits up and sews things, or that one person that generates letters. I mean, whatever it is that they do, don't forget that you're right. Small business is the heartbeat of America. There is not an organization in America, and anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, that did not start from a small business. That's just the truth. Every mega business, every Fortune 500 company started one day in the mind of one individual as a micro business, and it has blossomed. So we can't forget, in that room of small businesses, we don't want to forget our micro businesses as well. I have been displaced from my corporate job, and I have been looking for a good opportunity. With my background, I have transferable skills. I can use those transferable skills with a business as a consultant, or a full-time position. I would love a full-time position. I really would. And I've been working and looking diligently for those opportunities. But I did want to stop and say, hey, happy birthday, March babies. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the March babies that are missing all the celebrations. I want to send a shout out to all of our politicians that are working diligently to help us through this trying time. I want to give a shout out to President Trump and Vice President Pence for what they're doing in their leadership. I want to give a shout out to the bipartisan cooperation that we've seen. That's phenomenal. That makes a big difference to all Americans. And I want to give a shout out to all of those in the medical industry that is on the front line for our first responders, our police officers, for all of our military and our National Guard that has now been called up, to Governor Hogan, who I think have done an outstanding job. He was one of the first governors to shut down the schools. I used to be an educator, and I understand the reason he did that, and I think it was important. So I want to give a shout out to all our politicians. I want to give a shout out to my neighbors here in Owings Mills. Yay! Owings Mills, Maryland. I want to give a shout out to my church family, New Psalmist Baptist Church, and to my Bishop Thomas, to my home church family, in which I grew up, Howard House World Ministry, and Bishop Winslow. I want to give a shout out to them. I want to give a shout out to my former pastor down in Houston, Texas, Cosby. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Cosby and their leadership there at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. I am grateful for God, and I know there is nothing too hard for God. There's nothing that God has not seen that's going on that has not been seen or done before in our Bible. So in this time, we just got to keep our faith and continue that, just continue to do things that you know that is right, and follow the leadership of our leaders that are asking us to abide by rules that we have never had to do before in this country in our lifetime. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for our leadership. Happy belated birthday. Happy birthday to those, and to our faith community. Hallelujah. And keep up the faith. Let's play ball and win. This is Taboo Winslow Morris, sole owner and founder of Triumphant Athletic Agency. Let's play ball and win. And I'm sounding off here from Owings Mills, Maryland. Thank you.